Welcome to the Rotterdam School of Management MBA Regatta 2013, held in the beautiful Batavia Haven, Lelystad in Holland, where 12 teams are competing among the best business schools in the world in two divisions, the MBA Sailing League division and the Corporate and Alumni division. This regatta invites experienced sailors and first-timers alike onto the racecourse for the weekend, providing the perfect opportunity for teams to hone their skills and pick up some new ones. The first day of racing was expected to be a good one, with a promising forecast of 15 knots coming from the northwest. The cloudy skies threatened rain at some point during the day, but that wasn't going to dampen the high spirits and steely determination of the crews as they prepared for a thrilling day's racing. Before racing kicked off, the skippers were called to a morning briefing where competitors were given valuable information about the racecourse as well as the schedule for the weekend ahead. Over the course of the regatta, 12 races are expected to be sailed, 6 races for each of the two classes being held.
Well, first of all, I would like to say I'm very excited because today is the fourth time we do the RSM Regatta, and the school has actually committed itself for a longer time, so we're very happy to know that. The weather is competitive. We have about 14 knots of wind, I think northwest, and I think we will have some sun in the afternoon. No rain predicted, so I think ideal circumstances for us to actually have a very competitive MBA regatta this year.
Amongst the 12 teams competing is the Max Fun team, IE, and Warwick of Warwick Business School, a globally leading provider of finance and business research and education, an Instituto de Empresa business school based in Madrid and internationally recognized for its prestigious continuing educational programs. Joining the RSM Corporate and Alumni division on the racecourse is a Team RSM staff who are sailing the Bavaria 38 Solvay. This team could be dubbed the home team, but it will count for nothing as they come up against some equally skilled teams hungry for the friendly championship title. Next up is Team in Corporate and Alumni division is RSM Alumni 2 in Bavaria 37 Joy, another team who will be sailing one of 12 yachts competing here over the weekend. And finally, London Business School and HEC in Bavaria 36. After the first start, the majority of the teams in the Max Fun class chose to head to the right side of the course, with the INSEAD team being on windward. But it was the LBS team that had a significant lead from the rest of the pack, securing the top spot at the windward mark. During the downwind, there were some strong battles between the teams, with the crews working hard and pushing their boats to the limit. The wind was gradually increasing throughout the race, catching some teams by surprise. However, the change in conditions didn't affect Team LBS, and they managed to keep their leading position and cross the finish line ahead of the pack. Team RSM2 also came up against the challenging weather conditions and had a tough day's racing, but they're ready to step up their game in time for tomorrow when the last of the races will be sailed. It seemed it wasn't all plain sailing for many of the teams, and the Kellogg WHU team had some difficulties in their races today too. They'll have to regroup and debrief ready for tomorrow if they want to come out on top by the end of the regatta. In the second race of the Max Fun class, there was a change in fortunes, and the INSEAD team were the ones to win it, making it all to play for in the last few races of the weekend. The LBS team had some difficulties in the second of their races, and it was their bowman that was struggling with the jib during the first upwind due to a gear failure. Her efforts finally came through in the end though, and she managed to save the day for the team as LBS finished in second place, just behind INSEAD. So by the end of the day, it was LBS and INSEAD both tied at the top of the leaderboard. The RSM1 team also had some difficulties of their own, putting in a poor performance on the first day of the championship, but all's not lost as the team have vowed that they are going to recover and come back stronger tomorrow. In the Max Fun class, with the INSEAD and LBS teams on the top of the leaderboard, it is the RSM2 team that follows in third place, taking the last podium spot. In the Bavaria class, first overall is the team from LBS and HEC in a tie, Ember 13 in second, and only 1 point behind them is the RSM staff team in third. Don't miss the final day of the RSM MBA Regatta 2013 tomorrow, where all will be decided. The Dean of Rotterdam School of Management and other high-rank international executives will gather to watch the regatta on the traditional Frisian clipper. Will you?